As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiyama benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Makano Panuboko, Opa Tichiria, Abona Boston, Ona Yukuchipenakana. Asi Mabura Bonomare, Yaburu Miaru, Namogara Palanamu, surrounding Bosom. Opa Maketo, money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa Mobaram see. Nadia Frabalamu. Iabuna Neminu. Kambu Parayanu. Makano Kifemata Winyakaye. Akalobe Ilo Nesia. Oye Ufemu Paranifea. Ikabu Paruko. Biafra is my life. Biafra, and we must go back to our land. And get the one who took off the day. If I would come here 4 years ago, Gonna jump in there, Bongo Lodira Kahana. Mano, yes, no, Bugaba, West not to one Nigeria. Yabigo Solonga, Sala, Gausa,
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on your time zone, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You all are highly welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. I welcome every one of you to this very presentation this evening, as we have gathered for something very, very important. This is our live presentation. Today's date is 15th of August, 2026, and the time right now is 58 minutes past 8 p.m. in the land of Biafra. It is now 2 minutes to 9 p.m. in the land of Chukwokika, Biama. So wherever you are, it is 58 minutes top of the hour. So this is your live presentation, live and direct. I welcome every one of you. Please, as I welcome you, endeavor to welcome others, because we have something very, very tangible and important to give every one of you this very evening. Please, I can see your names in the comment section. As I welcome you, please click the like, hit the like button, and of course, send the link of this very live program to all WhatsApp and of course, Facebook groups where you have joined, that they may know that we have come live this evening. So enough of the, what should I call it, preambles, because we have gathered a very, very important evidence of the game that the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigeria is playing behind the scenes. I said behind the scenes. I want you to outline that. Behind the scenes, to make sure that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, remains incarcerated in prison in Finland. Evidence is very, very clear. The evidence is very, very clear of what they are doing behind. No wonder. There are two things. Two things. One has happened already, and one has been happening. So, the first one is that no wonder the zoo has not sent any person that will bring a physical evidence, direct evidence of what Simon Ekpa Njoko has done that warrant the terrorism charges against him. Nobody will or has ever been able to bring any physical evidence since the beginning of the trial, even before his conviction. Nobody, no evidence whatsoever. All the allegations are merely verbal, and his broadcast and tweets. Only that. Now, that is number one. Remember, no evidence whatsoever. The only allegation, the only thing that they have been using against my Simon Ekpa Njoko has been mere verbal allegations and his broadcast only. Now, it did not end there. What has happened already, which we have witnessed, is that the technical glitches that happened on Thursday, day before yesterday, in the court. Now, let me explain something before we move into the evidence, which are the voice note, which I'm going to be playing for us moving forward, because I'm not going to take your time in this very program. That's why we need to cut short the preambles. So, Let me say something before we move forward. Based on the people who were there live that Thursday morning, when the judge communicated to our prime minister that the televisions are not working, when the judge communicated to our PM about the technical issues in the court, the people who were there, at least in the so they said that the prosecutor, there are two prosecutors, man and a woman. They said they looked at each other and they smiled. They looked at each other and they smiled. Now, another information that I have gotten is that allegedly, that the prosecutors might know something concerning that very technical glitches that happened on Thursday in the court. The prosecutors, allegedly. And remember, above any rumor you hear, there must be an atom of truth in it. You understand? Rumors don't just spread. There must be an atom of truth that generates that very rumor. So, the two prosecutors, and again, I was told vividly that the judges were new, and I am also aware that the judges are not the same judges that prosecuted the case and convicted our prime minister last year. So these judges are appeal court judges, so they are very, very new, even in the court. So they know absolutely nothing happening with the television and every other thing going on in the court. They are new. So that means the prosecutors have have questions to answer. Now, having laid this very foundation, I have to play something for us. Please, I want you to pay very, very close attention. Remember two things. The technical glitches, which the prosecutors looked at each other and smiled when that very news was communicated, and then with the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, not been able to present any physical evidence all along since last year that they've been accusing our prime minister till today. And then this case continues to go on. That says a lot. Now, or should I say, they were able to, convict our prime minister. That says a lot without any physical evidence. Now, pay attention, please. If you haven't shared this very program, please endeavor to share now. If you haven't liked it, like it now, because this very program has to go very, very far. This particular program must go very, very far because it concerns every Biafran. What I'm about to do now concerns every Biafran. Like every Biafran is involved. Because one thing we must know is that anything that has to do with our Prime Minister Mazi Simon and Joko is about Biafrans. The same with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything that has to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is something that has to do with Biafrans. All Biafrans all over the world. Over 70 million Biafrans all over the world. So we must be very, very careful and pay, very close attention to what I'm about to do now. Now, this particular evening, something that touched me landed on my news desk, even though I was suspecting it. even though that I was suspecting it. But I never knew that the thing is so deep like this. I did not know that it was so deep until this evening. Remember two things I've told us. Now listen to this.
Nwanne m nwoke ka ị mere ama m na arụ dị based on ajụjụ ejụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra. I just nọsia meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the southeast, with the presidency, with some ndị ugwu. So anyị wee kpọọ ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa. I say ha emelu m ala because we are following up. Also, the presidency, they are following up with the southeast politicians because he were much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I was there, and ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma nwecha much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na emelu m ala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released. That they must do anything that they know they can do to see that Simon Ekpa is being detained back in the prison. I want to make sure na ekipuru Simon Ekpa at least 2027 election. So my brother Eba Kaino now, fingers across. We are hoping that they are going to do their job because ha kwere anyị nkwa ọfụma na ha ga-arụ ọrụ ha, and they will do their best to see that they kept Simon Ekpa in prison till that very 2027 election. So we have a serious agreement with them, and we agreed that we are going to keep our own agreement with them, and we should make sure that they keep their own agreement and do their job very well. So Udodi, ka a na-aga n'ubi ka ji n'aka nwanne m nwoke emesịa ka ị mara ka ihe ji na-aga na Finland. All eyes is on Finland now. So my brother ka emesịa onkwere ka ihe ji na-aga m ga na keep you update, okay?
Oh my goodness me. So for now, I'll then I will begin to analyze it. Na okukale. Ama ebe m esi wee banye na this particular okukale. So I want every Biafran to understand the battle that we are facing. The same people who put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where he is today are the same people who are fighting hard to make sure that Simon Ekpa remains in prison. So, let us analyze the voice note. Remember, we always say that word came from Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, and then we took it. We always say that even your own wife, Adago, that the spirit of Biafra will enter them and they will send us your own secret that we are going to use to expose you. Are you paying attention? Even your wife, Adago, will send us your secrets, which we are going to use to expose your evil. We always say this thing, and some people thought is a joke. Look at the evil plans that they are having for Biafra. Not Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa can be there for next year. But they are not doing it to Simon Ekpa. They are doing it to Biafrans. That's why they don't care. What they are doing to Simon Ekpa is exactly what they are doing to Biafrans, not Simon Ekpa. Him as an individual, he doesn't care. He's not perturbed. Like he's not fazed with being in prison. He's not moved. Ifu movement here. You see that he's not perturbed. He's not moved for being in jail. So he can be there. It's not heaven cannot fall for him. But his own problem, Samanekpa's problem, is that as he is in prison, 70 million Biafrans are in prison with him. So he himself is not seeing it as a problem for him, but he's seeing the 70 million destinies that are there, locked up there with him. That is his own problem. That is what is giving him headache. That is what is giving him a sleepless night, because the destinies and the lives of 70 million Biafrans are locked up there with him in jail, which he also told the judges. He told the judges that, you see, when this massacre is going on in Nigeria, people who are not concerned, people who have not fallen victim, will think that these things are stories. They will say, it doesn't concern them. But the day you will fall a victim, or your loved one will fall a victim, then that is the day you will realize what is really happening in the damnable zoological republic. He told the judges this. And it's reality. He couldn't have said it better. He couldn't have said it better. Now, let us analyze this voice note. Please, everybody pay attention to this. Let us analyze it. Your wife will send us your secret, which we are going to use to expose your evil. This word has always been there since 2020, since 2021 till today. And they thought it's a joke, because the spirit of Biafra will enter the wife of an evil man to send us. Have you asked, how did we get the picture of Ebe Kwensi Arirakaria? Why is he no longer talking? Ebe Kwensi Arirakaria, why have you gone quiet? Okanekwu okwu on Akpugo. Because he always watch our programs every blessed day. He watch. Drop ofu na WhatsApp. Ebe kwepụta kwuo okwu, anyị abụgo gị ọnụ, ekwensu ọdụ ogologo, anyị abụọ na gị ọnụ, anyị Biafra akpọdogo gị isi naanị. Ode mmadụ gị otu ihe na-ele na ndụ, azin ihe anọ ndụ otu a, ndu na-arịpụta gị na-arụ, ihe adị ndụ lee. Ma gụọ, ma ndị otu gụọ, Jovic Ademo, Chukwuka Ofu Egbu, Nneka Chimezie, Chibuzo Egwu Atụ, ka m gaa nwee ụnụ ụra, unu ya ele na ndụ. Ebe unu si na ọnwụ ụmụ Igbo na-anwụ dị unu mma. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na Maazị Simon Ekpa pụtaziri ịzọ ndị Igbo ndụ, abụrụzie your problem. Unu ya adị ndụ na-ele, ndụ na-apụta unu n'alụ. Unu ga kee ego na-apụta na-agba anyị mgba, including Nyambaba. Unu ya adị ndụ na-ele. Unu ya adị ndụ otu a na-ele. Nyambaba, ọkwa ego a Soludo na-ebunye ego ibizi Ọka na enyego gị ụlọ n'Ọka, ị nọrọ ọfụma, nye gị moto ị na-agba, ịnọzi ọfụma na ụmụ Igbo na-anwụ, ọ dị oke, nsogbu adịghị. Unu ya adị ndụ otu a na-ele. Don't play with the spirit of the dead. Now, let us analyze this voice note.
Nwanne m nwoke, ka ị mere, ama m na arụ dị. Based on ajụjụ ejụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra. I just nọ see a meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the kọwara anyị ọfụma na arụ dị. Nwanne m nwoke ka ị mere ama m na arụ dị. Based on ajụjụ ị jụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra. I just nọ see a meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the southeast.
Because let me know first if the voice note is coming out clear, if it's very clear, because on my side it's very clear. Let me know if it's clear on your side, if you are hearing it properly from your end before we continue. Now, according to him, he said, we just finished meeting, I just Nosia meeting on Wednesday with Southeast politicians. We just finished meeting on Wednesday. Meeting akwa na Abuja ka o melo. Okwa na Abuja. Obu okwa na ani Igbo here. Okwa na Abuja ka o melo. Na Abuja ka enwele ya bụ meeting. Na afa just no see meeting. Also we na I just no see meeting on Wednesday with Southeast politicians. Southeast politicians. Gini meze with your name, by the way, with who?
Up with the southeast politicians because he were much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I was there.
Naya not there. Naya not there. Remember this voice note I always told us that sometimes send the align information. We have evidence. But sometimes we don't show the evidence in order to preserve the source of the information, both for their security and also for continuity. Are you paying attention? Both for their security and also for continuity. But this particular information, Sigonaka we felonaka, and Enyerum go ahead order to air it. Yotago, Enyerum go ahead order to air it. That's why I'm airing it. I'm not airing it by my own power. Because every time we get information, najo, nko kwese po, icholoko poezi, asemu yes, or poezi, asemu no, mputakowalu giakowalu without giving you the direct evidence. So ajulomu nka oya ap unacholoko po, asim yes, wewe potea. Yotago, osigo naka felo naka. Now, na fanwelu meeting. Let us hear that again before we proceed.
Nwanne m nwoke ka ị mere ama m na arụ dị. Based on ajụjụ ị jụrụ m gbasara ihe Biafra. I just nọ see a meeting on Wednesday with my colleagues from the southeast, with the presidency, with some the Ugu.
With my colleagues from southeast, with the presidency and some Ndugu politicians in Ndugu, Fulani politicians. I want you to see the people who are working with southeast politicians to destroy their own people. They are working with the presidency and some Fulani politicians to destroy their own people. Why saving the North? They are saving the North for Boko Haram. They are saving the North for Islamization. They are saving the North for Fulani terrorists. They are saving the North for Fulani conquest. That's why you can never see Nigerian military shooting at sight anywhere in the North. You can never see Nigerian military or police shooting at sight anywhere in the North. Even upon how high how high the terrorism is in the North. The level of terrorism in the North is very, very high. Yet, you don't see Nigerian terrorist army shooting anybody, shooting at sight anywhere in the north. You don't see Nigerian terrorist police shooting at sight anywhere in the north. But in the east here, anywhere you hear, but even if you don't hear boom, they are already shooting people. Look at what happened in Asaba, in Delta State the other time. How they unalive that young man just for nothing. And when they asked, they say they saw they said there's a package. The guy was having a package, and then there was a pistol inside that very package. That's why they shot the boy. It's only son, the only son of his mother. They shot the boy, the young boy. They killed him just for nothing. And then what did Nigerian youth do? They did protest, few days protest, and then they gathered. I think very dark man and his friends gathered and went to do condolences to the mother and gave her something. That's all. It finished. That the matter ended there. Till today, we don't know the fate of that very criminal police. Till today, we don't know whether they have jailed that man or not. Well, we don't know, or whether they released him, or whether they swept the matter under the carpet. Till today, we don't know. Nobody's even talking about it anymore because people now believe that they have bigger fish to fry. They are looking for 2027 elections. Tell me where those things are happening in the north. Tell me where. So Igbo politicians aligning with the Fulani politicians to destroy Igbo people only in Igbo land. But in the north, no matter how high the insecurity is there, yet you don't see Nigerian terrorist army and police shooting at sight there, unaliving people for fun. Only in the east. Now let us listen.
So anyị wee kpọọ ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa. I say ha emelu m ala because we are following up.
So they now call the people who are handling Mazi Simon Ekpa's case the prosecutors. The what? The prosecutors. They call the prosecutors. And they had a meeting with the prosecutors. How many of you remember? I've said it many, many times here. I always give us reasons why. Oh God, I thank you. What a coincidence. Before we begin our program, whenever our PM is in the court, when we are giving details of our PM's court appearance, I always make a certain speech that, listen, I gave us few reasons why what we have to do what we do, because we are not leaking any information to the enemies. The enemies are already there. The enemies are there in the court, standing with our prime minister there, looking at him. Court. Those two prosecutors are not just working as prosecutors. Onwe ihe gbasara ha with ife na-eme na Nigeria. Onwe ihe gbasara ha with ihe na-eme na Biafra. The only reason why they become the prosecutor of our prime minister in this very case is because Nigeria hired them. And they are Finnish people, they are Finnish lawyers, and they have jurisdiction in Finland. Nigeria cannot bring lawyer from Nigeria to go and prosecute Simon Ekpa in Finland because the lawyers of Nigeria do not have jurisdiction to prosecute anyone in Finland. So they have to hire a lawyer from Finland to prosecute Simon Ekpa and Joko because the case is in Finland. You understand me? So I have always told us that, look, Nigeria government is not getting any information from us because they are already there in the court. The prosecutor is working for Nigeria. He was hired by Nigerian government. You understand me? There is no way a prosecutor will just come all the way from Finland to be prosecuting Simon Ekpa and Joko for what they say that is happening in Nigeria. How? They were hired by Nigeria. So Nigeria's eyes are the prosecutors in the case of our prime minister. So I always make this point. For anybody thinking that when we talk about, when we give details of our PM's a case, or what we call the transcription of our Prime Minister's appeal proceedings, we are leaking information. No, the enemies are there already. Look at what the man said. Pay attention.
On the Nahandlo Casey Simon Ekpa, going up with the Southeast politicians because he were much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I
Did you hear that? Because Fenwero upper hand on the case, they do not have upper hand on the case. Because they do not have upper hand on the case. I want you to outline that. It's very, very important. We are going to revisit it. Now, continue.
the Ugu. So I were on the Nahandlo Casey Simon Ekpa.
They now call the people who are handling the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. And what happened? Please continue.
Emelumala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released.
Osifa Neme Numana. No matter what happened, they must not allow Mazi Sam. That is now what the Nigerian politicians are telling the prosecutors, that they must do everything within their powers to make sure that they don't lose the case. That they must do every single thing within their powers to make sure that they don't lose the case. This is now the stand of the Nigerian politicians between Southeast politicians and the presidency, which is, of course, controlled by the Fulani, the Northerners.
And back in the prison.
Na etiekwe n'ime, ameke sure no n'ime. Listen.
I want to make sure na Ekpa Simon Ekpa at least 2027 election.
That they must make sure that Simon Ekpa remains there at least, according to them, at least till 2027 Nigerian presidential elections. At least 2027 general elections, presidential elections. Onana nukwa. Onana nukwa. Onana nukwa. This is incredible. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Oh my God.
Kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na emelumala, no matter what, they must not let there. And ndị na-handle case Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa.
Did you hear that? Who said to go no? Who said to go? This particular word now. Let me play it. Please pay attention. Listen to this.
Kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike iji. Ha enwere much upper hand on the case. On that very meeting, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And ndị na-handle case Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma enwechaghị much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa.
That they told them, oh my God, this one now choke. You know why he choke? For all the idiots, all the non-entities, all the nincompoops and unscrupulous elements, the likes of Joe Vicadem and other criminals on social media, who have already prosecuted and jailed Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko with their mouth and their lies. that even the prosecutors themselves have told the zoo government that they do not have any tangible thing at hand to keep Simon Ekpa and Njoku in prison. They have told the zoo, this is live and direct. You are hearing it live from an oppressor, because the person who sent the message, the voice note, was talking to his brother, his friend, and maybe friend, but he said my brother. So he's talking to his brother, and he was there. He was there. You understand? He was there. So now they have already been communicated to that there is no any tangible thing they have that they want to use to keep Mazi Simon Ekpa and Njoku in prison. Nothing. This is coming from the prosecutors. Let's listen to that again. I want you to pay attention. Please, if you are joining me now, make sure you are hitting the like button. Make sure that you are hitting the like button, and you are also sending the link to any group that you belong, both on WhatsApp and Facebook. Please pay attention to this.
On the case. On that very meeting, I was there, and ndị na-handle cases Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma nwecha much thing ha nwere ike ijili hoduo Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na
Joviko na anụ ya. Karafa ya ebe kwense, are you listening? Are you paying attention? Karafa, that evil woman na-akpọ Nneka Chimezie na ndị otu ya. Are you people listening? Because you have evil mind, because of your ulterior motives, because of your criminal agenda against the Igbo people, you have already crucified Simon Ekpa. You have already prosecuted him on social media. You have already jailed him for life on social media because you have ulterior motives. The prosecutor who is handling the case, who has been paid by Nigerian government, has communicated to the zoo government, to Nigerian government, that they don't have any tangible thing to keep Simon Ekpa in jail. They don't have any evidence that will continue, that will enable the continuation of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Njoku in prison. No evidence whatsoever. And remember, last year when he was convicted, all the evidences that Mazi Simon Ekpa and Njoku gathered, he did not present them. This is one thing everybody must know today. All the evidences that our Prime Minister gathered last year, he was not able to present them because the previous lawyer was busy sharing information with the prosecutor. The previous lawyer, that happens to be a government lawyer, was busy sharing information with prosecutor. And anytime Mazi Simon Ekpa wants to speak, he will tell him to relax, to calm down. He will tell him to calm down. He was unable to present his own evidences, and everything he said was just written information, and the ones that they said verbally. And then they convicted Simon Ekpa. And that is what they are trying. The prosecutor is trying to repeat the same thing now, bringing the statement of technical glitches. You understand? They want to do the same thing. They want Mazi Simon Ekpa and Njoku to only speak with his mouth, not to show anything, whereas they have shown everything they wanted to show on television from our Prime Minister's X account. And I had somebody speaking yesterday or late yesterday, but I watched that video early this morning. I had somebody saying that the prosecutors are also coming back again to continue presenting their evidences. They said that prosecutor, the person who believes that Biafra Unite is na Biafra Unite na analia ni, maybe na Biafra Unite na me overshadow. kwuru say na prosecutors also no ozi from lawyer na prosecutors ya abịakwa present kwa evidences again, which our prime minister communicated to us openly that the prosecutors have finished their own presentation. Now it is his own turn. This word came from our prime minister by live and direct, and he communicated it openly to our own people while they finished one of the proceedings. He told our people that the prosecutors have finished their own case. Now it is his turn. So somebody who has been on my case, on my neck all along, thinking that I'm overshadowing him, said yesterday night that the prosecutor is coming back again. I don't have that information. He may be correct. Only him knows how he got the information. I don't have that information. So he said that the prosecutor is coming back again to present another evidence. And according to him, he said that they are going to present their evidences for 2 days. So that's one I don't know. I don't have the information. So and I'm not even going there. I'm not going there. I'm just trying to connect the dot. This very meeting took place on Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, according to the voice we are listening. The meeting took place on Wednesday, and then today is Friday. That is 2 days ago. So, and the person made this comment yesterday. The person made this comment yesterday, which was on Thursday. Why this meeting, according to the evidence we are playing, took place on Wednesday. And now they have information that the prosecutor is coming back with more evidences to present moving forward. So that's one which I don't have the idea. I've never said it since. I've never said anything like that. But we had it yesterday from one individual. So now, if you connect the dot, he may be right. If you connect the dot, he may be right. Maybe after this very meeting that happened in Abuja on Wednesday, you understand? Then maybe they have the politicians may have forwarded more things to the prosecutor, and then the prosecutor now decide or alert the court that he has more things to present. These things, I am only connecting the dot. I don't have the information. I don't have the idea. Now, nevertheless, let us continue.
Which are much thing how we ijili, hold Simon Ekpa. So I gwara ha na
Sorry, today is Saturday. Sorry, today is Saturday.
Emelumala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released. And they must do anything that they know they can do to see that Simon Ekpa is being detained back in the prison.
Alo melo. N'ife ọbụna fama ya eme to make sure na Simon Ekpa na-arapụ ya na ha mee ya. Ife ọbụna fama ya eme fama ya to make sure na alapụ Maazị Simon Ekpa njọkọ. Unbelievable.
Na gamga na keep update, okay? Nwanne m nwoke ka and ndị na-handle kesi Simon Ekpa kọwara anyị ọfụma nwecha much thing ha nwere ike ijili hold Simon Ekpa. So anyị gwara ha na emelumala, no matter what, they must not let Simon Ekpa be released. And they must do anything that they know they can do to see that Simon Ekpa is being detained back in the prison. I want to make sure na ekipru Simon Ekpa at least 2027 election. So my brother Eba Kaino.
So the zoo, what is more important to the Igbo politicians, especially the governors and the presidency of the Zoological Republic is 2027 general elections. And more importantly, to Igbo politicians, more important to Igbo politicians than the lives of our people. Did you hear where that word is going? That they must, and they must make sure to at least they were very, very specific, at least 2027 elections. They were very, very specific. Please pay attention to this. They were very, very specific. Unbelievable. A click, you go something else. So, you see, that very 2027, ife na-atụfe egwu bụ they feel that na enwere ike alapụga PM onwere ike na ma like otu a Soludo nọ na ịma Soludo bụ arch enemy of Maazị Simon Ekpa Njoko. Soludo bụ arch enemy. So Soludo na-efi okay, Soludo dịka o win second term. Hope Uzodimma na-apụ kedu onye ọzọ Nwifuru Jos bata Nwifuru ya azụ ọchịchị na ọ ya azụ second term. Kedu afa ya Mba, especially Peter Mba. Unafuru Peter Mba, unafuru that nwa akpụda Peter Mba. That guy is worse than Hope Uzodimma. That guy Peter Mba is deadlier than Hope Uzodimma. I'm telling you. I am telling you today. Peter Mba is deadlier than Hope Uzodimma. Worse than Hope. Likewise, Soludo. Soludo is deadlier than Hope Uzodimma. No put on a professor because I got school. So okwa school in this zoo. So professor ne ujie ne puchi, his dirty dealings. But Soludo is more deadlier than Hope Uzodimma. Hope Uzodimma, the reason why his own is too open and too wide is because Hope Uzodimma is an illiterate. Hope Uzodimma did not go to school. You understand me? And all this and the so or this year loud, he's too loud. Hope Uzodimma is too loud because he did not go to school. He's an illiterate. Yo galaba akwụkwọ abalị onye ma onye ọ bụ nyere full detail ya. Hope Uzodimma gala akwụkwọ abalị like o just ga akwụkwọ abalị. He didn't go to school. That's why he's too loud. But Soludo and Peter Mba, don't joke. Those two people are devils. Those two people you see are devils. I'm telling you, they are devils. So now Peter Mba wants to go for second term. And Obu this very case nisi. Peter Mba bu case ya nisi, case our prime minister Peter Mba bi nisi. And also Nandi na pankata to make sure that even though there is no evidence to keep our prime minister in jail, they must make sure na fe ahapụrụ ya until at least after 2027. Go alega salofa plan of their second term. And those who want to replace, like I hope Uzodimma ya apụwa now, or not going to second term, he will leave the office, right? And they malugo to ACM, they always like to put their puppet in order to protect their criminal activities. The same way Devil Omai put his puppet in Ebonyi State, Nwifuru, in order to cover his ass. The same way, this is what they usually do. The same way, put his puppet Soludo in order to cover his ass. Oti Ali immediately hand the over na choy na riaka palia. Today now, okwemese lapia onago America na bindo. After ko buchala ụmụ Igbo. After ka o gbuchala ụmụ Igbo, agwago m unu ncha niile si na anybody gburu ụmụ Igbo, anybody mere ife eji gbuo ụmụ Igbo na this very struggle, ya asịsa ya. Enjoy as much as you can. Enjoy your life while it lasts. Enjoy your ill-gotten money as much as it lasts. When the time comes, at the appropriate time, if any committee, ma those politicians, mandefa yuzuru, na this very struggle. Ono nchani na ya azaziza ifonu melo. Na this very struggle. I heard someone was asking stupid question yesterday, and in a program, somebody question my better. No, azakwa stupid answer. Somebody called in a program and asked a stupid question, and then somebody nyekwa stupid answer. Ndi megoli ife ju egbushashi ụmụ Igbo pụtara ịnụ ọgụ nwere onwe. Destroy the struggle. Somebody bịa na-ajụ stupid question, then onye zara azịza na-azakwa stupid question n'enu ya. Ifele megbu unu. Now let us listen.
Anything that they know they can do to see that Simon Ekpa is being detained back in the prison. I want to make sure na Ekpa Simon Ekpa at least 2027 election. So my brother Eba Kaino now, fingers across. We are hoping that they are going to do their job, because Hakurani Kwafuma Nahaga Aurora, and they will do their best to see that they kept Simon Ekpa in prison till that very 2027 election. So we have a serious
Ọ sị na ha ekwego ha nkwa. Na ha ekwego ha nkwa na ha ga-arụ ọrụ ha. And nkwa ahụ na, according to what they said yesterday, that the prosecutors are going to continue again. They are going to come back to start presenting new evidences. That is what I heard from the people that believe that they are the one who's supposed to be giving information, not Biafra Unite. They said that prosecutors will be coming back with more evidences. So that means now the zoo government and Igbo politicians is now, because now, based on the ones that they have presented already, they have already lost the case. Even the little quotes that were read on Thursday, one has already defeated them, because those publications were made from international media news outlets, especially the ones from Amnesty International websites. You understand? You cannot say it was cooked. You cannot say it was concocted, because that one, even Finland knows everything about Amnesty International. There is also Amnesty International branch in Finland. So it's an international organization, and they don't take rubbish. So the one they wrote, the one they read from their website has already, put the prosecutors in a tight corner. And guess what? These very publications were read by the prosecutors themselves. Our Prime Minister's attorney brought them and asked the prosecutors to read them by themselves. And they were reading it. They were reading them, including the ones published by the Zoo media themselves. They also read them. The prosecutors read them, and they read until they became tired. Both the female prosecutor and the male prosecutor, they all read. So they promise them that they are going to do their job, and they know that the one they have done already is not good enough, because with what they have read already, they have been defeated. Now, according to the program of one mister, said yesterday that they are coming back with more evidences. That is what the minister said. So that means the promise that the prosecutors made to the Zoo government, they are doing everything within their powers to fulfill it. Pay attention to this.
Agreement with them, and we agreed that we are going to keep our own agreement with them, and we should make sure that they keep their own agreement and do their job very well. So Udodi, ka a na-aga n'ubi ka ji n'aka nwanne m nwoke emesịa ka ị mara ka ihe ji na-aga na Finland. All eyes is on Finland now. So my brother ka emesịa onwere ka ihe ji na-aga m ga na keep you update, okay?
We are here. Even though they watch this program, we will still get their information. No matter how they try to hide it, we'll still get their information. Even though they try to shut down the channel, not this platform, the avenue or the channel we are getting information, another road will open, another channel will open. We will continue to expose their evil and make sure that they never succeed in their evil plans against the children of Elohim. So, my people, this is what I have, and this is exactly what I want to bring to you this very evening. I don't have any other thing to discuss this evening. I don't have any other thing to discuss this evening. Like as I told us, I'm not even supposed to come live this evening, but it is because of this particular information. That's why I came. So I'm going to open the line for people to call in because like ogen norifa olimono yotago olimono. So I hope everybody is watching. I hope the world is watching. I hope the world is listening to see the evil plans of Nigeria against not only Samanekpa, but also the Biafran people at large. When the prosecutor have already told them that they do not have much thing that they're going to use to keep our prime minister, yet they are persuading them. They are persuading them. Shut down.
Hello?
Nena Ganilu, welcome.
Chineke nna me.
Akawula.
A na-ekwu ọzọ a na-eme.
Ọzọ a na-eme.
Ọ gịnị bụ ife a? Hey! Manda, imagine na this thing pụtara kịta. The only truth, ihe kwesịrị ka ihe aga viral and ka na-eti this voice na Twitter. Onye ọbụla gaba na Twitter. Onye ọbụla tibekwa. Onye ọbụla kwube ife ahụ. Onye ọbụla gaba Twitter. Because this thing pụtara the thing juru m afọ n'ime bụ na ndị ajọ ọnụ fa wee kwuo na Simon Ekpa, it means na Simon Ekpa na aka ya dị ọcha and no na fight a just cause. So na the thing bụ na ọ na-disturb ha nwa bụ Nigerian government ihe ha na-eme. So ha chi keep Biafra. So na mkpọrọ atụ Simon abụọ n'ogburu mmadụ maọbụ na ozuru ohi maọbụ na onwe onye blackmail maọbụ na onye ogbu unjustly maọbụ na onwe ihe ọjọọ mere iche. No, na stop her from keeping Nigeria as one Nigeria.
Of course.
So kwa ha wanna walk kwa after 27 election. That means na Nigerian government mana this guy the innocent.
100%.
So no hawa decide if fachi me with go yela anyi egwute na ani Igbo. Na ani Igbo na ka eji egbu anyị. Hey! Oh. Now, ebe m na-eruzi aka bụ ọdịna nwa ọsọkwara gị ọsọ ha gị akwa efu n'ije nke ikpeazụ anya na-akpọ exped. So ebe m na-echezi na mbụ ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ Biafra dị iche new Biafrans. Let me borrow this language from Dream Queen. Anya na-edekarị the genuine Biafrans. Now, I will use that word. The genuine Biafrans, Una fugo na kpọrọkpọta agbago n'anya efi. Una furu otu Chukwu okike abịa amasị arụ ọrụ. Ọ bụrụ na vam apụtaghị bịa kwuo ife okwu before ikuku enweta this message. By now, some people cannot still believe na vam bụ esabo. Ọbọkwa sabo, just sabo, no sabo bịara ogbugbu. In fact, I'm going to put here to Van today that Van was the worst thing that has ever happened to Biafran struggle. Makananke Simon had betrayed. Kotutu millionaire semwa jiwe dojia near Basa Biafran. Mobi iwete go for anything. Betrayer any Simon Ekpa. Or some our big men now. Because when some our big men now support this struggle without anybody knowing.
Yes.
Mana bịakwa onye ha bi na mba dị iche iche mana bịakwa na our own cycle o nwekwa ndị anyị ma anyị na fa na-akpakọ na-ejekọ occasion anyị na-anụ olu mmiri okwu a mmadụ anyị agwa gị na onye a tinyere kaadị ya somewhere na onye a na-akpọ Simon Ekpa mmadụ anyị agwa gị ya. Now owe bụrụ na ha chọpụtakwa n'okwu ndị nọ n'akụkụ Simon bụ ndị ya na ya na-asụ Igbo mere ife a inwe ifefa na-ekwuzi na emite somewhere fasi short na after Simon Ekpa na onwe ezi onye enwe ike trust in this life ya debazie ebe anyị fụziri onwe anyị ka anyị were otu some big men ji debie
yeah.
Hello?
Yes. You are right, 100%.
Ọ bụrụ na ọ naghị epen ha na na-eluze our land maka m ekwu eziokwu ọ bụrụ na ọ naghị epen ha mana ụmụ nwoke nwe ka ha si eji ife ha si ya debazie because na ọ bụrụ na mmadụ ndị ha na Simon na-erikọ n'ofu efere nwe ike na nke Nnamdi Kanu na ha ghọtara ya mana ifu nke Simon okweghị some big men odidi and ha si ya debazie ka ha ribezie ego ka ha bibezie ndụ ha na ya debazie ifuna now ị na-afụ ụdị ihe dị ụta kedu ka mmụọ anyị nwa na ọkwa ịma na ife some of us as mothers just give me 1 minute of your time ọdịnanwa ife some of us mothers ji ka nọrọ n'ije a ege ha dị giants yọba di anyị ka hapụ anyị ka na ọ bụ na ha chọrọ ka anyị dị ọkwa maka ụmụ anyị.
Yes.
Ọ maka ụmụ anyị ụmụ nwoke no send you fathers no send you any message. Now we they speak that Igbo for our children. They teach them how to speak it by force. Now we won't bring our children home to marry our children, not to marry Ndocha. My ihe nwere bụ ụmụ ejima nwoke na abọsọsọ ka Chineke nye amụ. And by the grace of God, ha na-eme ọfụma na American football. Now my question bụ nke ọkpara na like ofe onugbu na be m ofe onugbu etiri ezigbo ogiri nwa m nwoke nke tọrọ nke onye isi ofe onugbu etiri ezigbo ogiri ọ kasị esie ogiri ụgba na ogiri nwanni asụnye ọ na-atọpụta nwa m nwoke asị my mom is good. Now osota nke nwanni ọtọ bụ ọgbọnọ eji okpe wee si kafa na-eri onye nwaanyị onye ọcha na-abịa isiri na nwa m ofe onugbu echi ka m na-ajụ
impossible.
Onye na-abịa isiri nwa m nwoke maka mma nọ na America forever. I will not be here forever. Very soon mma na retirement mụ na di m ụmụ m nọ na America because they can take care of themselves. My question bụ ọ bụrụ na ha anata ha bịa n'onye Igbo na be anyị kpọrụzie gbagote onye ya esiri ụmụ m ofe onugbu na ofe ọgbọnọ. That is if you know why I deny na struggle as mothers na afụfụ dị n'ime. Now people like us na so the same language and they betray anyị na-eme anyị ka anyị na-adọchi ya azụ. Now look at Ada Diorama nọ na Finland for how many weeks hapụ ụmụ ya na-aza ha sọsọ call ihe o mebe ha before. Even instead of people to applaud her, ha na-enye ya na-akpụ ya iyi maka na ọ na-eme ihe ha chọrọ ka ọ mee. Adadiora ma kedu rie self ni for na eme bu no body sente nkowa no ha chwe bu mana kedu rie. So what am I saying now? Man, okay, so that there are this because I have a metal but I don't want to make it go history for her life. Make it go history. A deba who be afraid she. I did or my but that's Mary Magdalene. That Mary Magdalene. Jesus say happy be. Go so be. Where so be. Or could you believe that? Na the third day Christ been in now, not the same Mary Magdalene going is so considered. So ada go history. I may share makada. Only go history. They go fire. They are wasting their time. Now coming to vam. Bikonu una fugo kita information na ordinary one wepota. Una mo ni fa ka vam na refer yes to yesterday. Ono na say kwasi. Una fugo information minister. The only thing no ya be you. First time on your information boom, destruction, high blood pressure konye Biafra. Information on ye that program. Nde dika yara hokwa n'ụra so na case a na chi bido kwazi n'isi. Mana plan e we use go vam. That means meeting ni na eme against Simon vam no n'ime. Vam na-enweta the information. Everything. Otu a yesi destroy Simon. Otu a yesi. Oh, ihe kpatara vam ji wee bido nwanne ụnya na Chiboye Biafra unite. Bido bia imokwa ife this devil game vam play. Vam the worse than the devil himself. Because ọbụna nwe ike pụta gba kamera bido twisiri anyị okwu na onye ọbụla esokwa na ihe Biafra United jikwa wee sị ya information ọ na-ewepụta ka ọ ghara itinye Simon n'okwu n'ụka because abụọkwa echi asị kịta no information ihe Biafra United hapụ na their program ka they use this against Simon. Vam no, it's a lie. Inwego information ihe ha chọrọ ime new unanyego ha new lies how they use it against Simon. Unanyego ha new lies. So for that, vam ajani wo ya biagin tora you will never end up well. Ni huchukwo kike man. Omu agwara go kwa. Biafra Unite ko onye ọzọ kwuo na arụ emego.
Dalo. The only thing I know is that when the secret of the devil is being revealed or exposed, then the plans has also been destroyed. Once the secret of the enemy is revealed or exposed, the effectiveness of that very plans have been destroyed. So what we are doing this evening is very, very, very important, because with this, ikuku and afugona father you trouser. We have now seen what the Nigerian government is doing with the prosecutors, and we will now know how to counter it. Especially in Kainuzina, I bet you again when they have closed their own case. We now hear that they're going to come back again. Unbelievable. Yes, call on WhatsApp, please go ahead.
Hello, Nawandel. Good evening.
Dalo, you're welcome.
Mbodoma. Omo Biafra Mbodoma. Omo Namas Money Open Aliena Coachili. Biafra United, Chim Gozibey. No. Because Kana Pomi Bokana Pokobia from Koso 4 Palama, 3 years. Biafra United, mana. News I will put a number down, one iPhone. Can I work in Kebe's Biafra United? Yesterday, Yesterday I went for Vam a program yesterday. Ka Vam vuzo wenya idi okpo egwu a efere ekwupụtasịrị anyị na. Ebe okpo egwu a si wee pụta bụ na platform Vam yesterday. But one thing in me, one thing pain in my heart is that Vam nọ na social media na-ebe akwa a na-eweta update na-adọkasị onwe ebe update si abịa and ebe update si abịa ka update si abịa. Ọ na-ezochi na o jere Finland na ọ gwaghị na o nwetara picture na o ji voice na o mere nke amụ na okpuru ewepụta ya. Because why? Vam na-alụrụ Nigeria ọlụ. Na Vam bụ eyes of Nigeria n'aka Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa Njoko. Vam na-ema mmadụ abụọ bụ ihe ndị Nigeria chọrọ use to finish Simon. That is why Vam na watch ya Biafra Unite. Ụmụ Biafra, achọrọ m ka unu ghọta ife a m na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ a. Watch mgbe ọgbata obi nọ na just mgbe ọ nọ n'ọlụ, mgbe ọ nọ na-alụ ihe ọ na-eme. Watch ka Nigeria si ebu ọgbata obi. Watch all the whole bloggers in Nigeria, all the whole content creators in Nigeria, even everyone Sahara report that day, every blessed day about Simon Ekpa Njoko. But one can match changes now. The same person now put us now into appeal. And what do you open? I have found the same Nigeria can negotiate the na picture. Like as Simon Ekpa say appeal yes aga. Ne kure fazo the secret. Because fame or anything. And Vam afugona because of ndo 2 years or kozo koya. I could agwa one of Biafra United. I could put in here because I'm not going to super gafa. I'm an alpha again any or none. I'm man pum gafa. Mana chuku kabia mabuye gabu Vam on. Vam asimun jemunwolo nwa anya efo. Odro n'aka Simon Ekpa Njoko. Odro n'aka m na Moduko Kanu monod n'aka chuku okike abịa. Ndị Igbo ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo ga-agwụ n'ala Igbo na ndị Igbo ga-agwụ Vam ọ bụrụ ngwa ga-eme ka ndị Igbo wee gwụ. Ị mara ka ndị Igbo si wee bịa adị mmakọta ka ndị Igbo ga-esi wee na njem anyị ifuru bụ njem mmụọ ifuru ọbata obi ịma nkwụsị nwunye amara m oke ụmụ gị ga-eketa na ndụ kefuru ụmụ ịmụ amara m oke fa ga-eketa na ndụ ka ịnọ na ndụ were nwa gị kele Simon Ekpa dị ka nwa ịmụrụ amụ iwere nwa gị na-atụ mgbele iwere nwa ịmụrụ na-atụ mgbele filo na ị na-eme Simon Ekpa Njoko mana iwere ficha ụmụ gị ife ụmụ gị ga-amụta ife ụmụ gị ga-abụ in generation ihe a ka iwere wee na-atụ mgbele filo na ị na-emegide Simon ọ ị na-emegide ụmụ Igbo unu niile bụ agent of Fulani unu niile bụ agent of Fulani bomb Fulani n'ala Igbo chọọ ekwe ka Igbo nwere onwe ya mana aka ji Igbo ga-eme unu ife ọkefere aka nwetara Igbo ga-eme unu ife one after the other unu ga-ata afụfụ ya and ụma mmụọ ebe o si kwụsị ọkefere ọ bụrụ na ọ dị n'aka Chukwu Okike abịa ma bụ na Simon Ekpa Njoko ga-enwere onwe na appeal life ọ ga-enwere onwe nwoke ama nkwụsị ya nwaanyị ama nkwụsị ya enu ama nkwụsị ya na ama nkwụsị ya mmiri ama nkwụsị ya enwere ihe dị na mmụọ bụ mmadụ nye bụ mmụọ na-alụ ọrụ n'ụwa enwere ike kwụsị ya bikọs aka nwoke mmadụ dị ọcha aka Simon Ekpa Njoko ji ọkacha Simon Ekpa Njoko is an innocent man, a good guy who saw his brother die day and night and said no more. He will not allow us to die again. Vam, you said enough before that Biafra will eat the head of Simon Ekpa Njoko. And the same work that you are on the ground now with Nigeria agents, fighting hard to make sure that. Oh, but sorry. Ikuku now, ọ bụ possible n'obi adị ka ọ bụrụ Vam ka m na-ekwu kwa one ma Chukwu gozie onye ọbụla na-alụ ọnụ a mana njem nwere onwe a ga-emecha nye onye ọbụla amụ n'ọnụ onye lose na hope onye gekwa na onye ọbụla ntị. We are going to laugh one day. Thank you Ikuku na Chukwu gozie gị. Ndewo.
So now actually anybody akpọ again must speak directly concerning the voice note. Lapono Vam Laponia, he's not the reason why I brought this very voice note. Anybody who is going to speak again must speak concerning the voice note and the plans of the Nigerian government against our Prime Minister. Lapuno Vam Vam Vam. Whatever Vam 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 is doing, Yadele ala Chuku. Yadele ala Chuku yana mwa ni Biafra. Yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Machineke ama aloge mabiko ganiru.
Now, when I'm making a question, I'm still thanking God. And I'm when I'm making a chineke news up at number da. Makana in the afternoon, I had the on program. I was listening with my earphone while walking. I told Adadorama that there is no smoke without fire. That information bomb leakly. No one able see. No one able to. If I didn't mean now, ihe nji ekele Chineke wedata na any hidden plan pụtara ife enweghị strength.
Yes.
A hidden plan that is surfaced don't have any strength again. Because ndị na plan ihe akịta amazi ka anyị si kwado nke ikpeazụ. Their plan are destroyed.
Yes.
So Vam ịpụta na-agba egwu ọnụ na-eputuru anyị instances. O kwesịrị ịma na ọ na-ediri with ụmụ Igbo. Ndị Chineke kere with akọ na uche.
Ekwu m kịta now.
Onye Igbo ọhụrụ na nwoke.
Maazị na n'ife m na-ekwu. Ekwu m na ekwu m kịta before your call that anybody ekwuzi okwu again should not bring the issue of Vam Vam Vam. Whatever Vam 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 is doing, ya dele ya la chie, ya dekwale ya la mmụọ Biafra, mmụọ ani Igbo. So just let's concentrate.
Okay.
Let's concentrate on the evil plans of Nigerian politicians based on the voice note that I played. Thank you, Ganiru.
Okay. Ana m ekele Chineke na voice note apụtara. Maka na our leader said that even your womb, your child or your son inside your womb will give us information about you. But ndị mmadụ aghọtara okwu ahụ. Because if I na-emebi ife mmụọ, now n'ebe anyị nọ, the eastern politicians, southeast politicians, ana m ekelekwe Chineke ike n'okwu apụta so that o wee nwee ike ịnwụ natural death, so that it can die natural death. Because I know that since this voice would leak out now, it will get to Finland and to the lawyer of Abatogi. I thank God for you, Obinawa. And I'm making people with this information to us. I agree. I thank God for them. I thank God for you, Obinawa. Kachineke goes again. Kachifu. We are waiting to see our Prime Minister out. Thank you.
All right, we continue. Because only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes for everyone, please. On your 2 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, please go ahead.
Good evening.
Because
Max, is about Vam Vam Vam, which I understand your point. Mana, there's no way I get a discuss this matter without mentioning him.
No, I want you to respect that my decision, please.
Okay. That is the.
I'm going to repeat it again. Whatever Vam 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 is doing, after all fight forget it. Relax.
Okay.
No matter what the shenanigans Fan and Gozora Boeze Melo within this period, our Prime Minister Nonime. Apart from Mazi Simon Ekpa, individually, individually. Apart from Mazi Simon Ekpa, no other person Vam Van Vam has ever fought against, like the way he has fought against me right from 2022 to this very minute. So, but I'm the one who is telling us, the one telling us that anybody no forget yani basalo vam vam vam, at least 2 persons you oku before ekugo on everybody basatalo vam vam vam. So let us take it like that and proceed with voice.
Yeah,
Like
Mazi, ọ ghọtara ihe ị na-achọ ịkọwa. However, ihe m chere ikwu because ihe mekwe na o ji yie ka anyị onweghị iwe wu because plan ya initially wee bịa turn anyị to fight you when the problem come out tomorrow. Because kemgbe 3 days now, to be done with, stop coming to discuss, stop doing this one. He's going to jeopardize PM's this thing. Because there's an information he knows, which is this thing now. He wants a situation where Yapotase tomorrow. You watch that our lady, one girl that called yesterday, said something almost towards that direction. So what they want is when it now comes out and Nigerian government succeed with what they are doing, some of us will now start thinking, are you sure that what the Afro United did not jeopardize and he will win souls from there? Because our people are too emotional. So when you see people calling in, trying to say something, to me, I'm amazing. Just that is your opinion and I respect it. But I'm amazing. To me, the madam, for thank God that they have been able to pick this thing on time. What if this thing, because he watched the first program you brought out that he made, the way he said about social media, something, the way he made it, we all know, though he didn't mention your name, but I'm not call referred to. So he also got now off to run the ground that all because of the social media, this thing in Mege. Then tomorrow, see, when the case does not go with the last program he made, he mentioned it again. So if the case now come out and it's now that the thing did not go goes against Obatobie, he will now come again to say, minister will refuse to listen. This person come on the media, never this, never that. Ndebani the soft-hearted, Ndebani Mackenzie, give Waziada. By that time, Biafra United will say, give Waziada, give Nose on the defensive. You go come to explain, tire. Oh, Benya actually lead it to. But God, because I can't get your child, God busted it on time. Ihe mgbagagi na wo, ihe plan no ke jebregi gida. This could have been your last card because Yamen want to HBA may announce this thing without you bringing out this without another man you. And they have made 2 days later. Some voltage measure has seen the decision Naga is in favor of PM. I'm very sure that that young man will jump back to the media and put the blame on you. And our people being too emotional, they will not start analyzing. You see how yesterday, the lady that called, even when you're trying to explain to the girl, she wasn't even listening to you. So many of them like that will now start calling in and start putting the blames on you. Before you know it, many of us will now start saying, but Biafra United, maybe we couldn't have known that Nigeria government had meeting and sent something. And he was privy to this information. And he said it's not everything he will tell us. Why wouldn't he mention it to us? Why wouldn't he come and tell us that there is something Nigerian government has already planning to do? Why shouldn't he say it? Why are you defending him? Somebody got any slightest opportunity he has, he's going to stab you on the chest and the back and everywhere to finish you. But you always defend these people. Why are you defending him? Because if he has that opportunity you have, he's going to. What is his plan, Ojiba?
Hey, we lost him. We lost him, unfortunately. My brother, you can call back. Unfortunately, we lost him. You can call back. Caller, please go ahead.
France biko ụmụnne m okwu m ga-abịa n'okwu mmadụ bịa n'okwu mmụọ maka na o nwere okwu awarida kwuru ọ sị na anyị na-eje na mmụọ and ihe mmụọ ka ọ nọ ma o nwere ka ọ ga-adị ihe anyị nọ na ya kịta ihe abụ na occultic chamber the occultic chamber Britain ji akọntrol anyị ka anyị nọ na ya na ihe a bụrụ ihe anyị ga na-akpọ nkọta ọkpọ nọọ dị ihe ụmụ Chineke ahụ ịmana ihe a ka onye ndu anyị bụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee kwu na ya na-achọ ụdị 100 men ọbata obi wee sị ya na ya ga-abụ 50 n'ime ha kịta ka anyị nwere iwepụta even ọdịna nwa iwepụta aka ha kwụ ọtọ dịcha ọha emerụba ha na anyị amara ka anyị ga-esi na-akpọku Chukwu ọ bụrụ na ụbọchị eke ọbụla eke anyị maji bụ eke bụ anyanwụ bụ ụvụrụ mmadụ anyị na-akpọku Chukwu because na ihe ha na-eme ihe a na-ahụ ka ha gụọ occultic chamber wọchị ya mgbe ekpere ikpe awarida o mechara ihe niile aha niile ọ na-ekwu ọdụ ha ndị ụwa niile na-anụ ya mana o mechara sị ka anyị ghara ya Chukwu o nwere ihe anyị bụ mmadụ ga-alụ nwee ihe anyị ga-eje gwa Chukwu maka na Naijiria bụ ihe dị na ana anyị ka ha ji emepụrụ anyị bụ ọ ihe dị na ana mụ na ụnụ na-abụọ na aja na ndị gboo ndị mbụ na ndị egede dobela anyị before ndị Britain bịa colonize anyị ọ ihe a ka a na-ekwu ndị ha na-achọ ka anyị merụọ ana anyị a anyị na-emerụzi ya na onwezi ike anyị ga-enwe na ya so ihe m na-agwa ụnụ bụ ụmụ Chineke unu ezukwe n'ike na ihe anyị nọ na ya na-abụ na the occultic chamber ahụ ka a nọ na the court ahụ na-eru uru that court actually began ọ na ya ka anyị nọ ihe a na ụmụ Chineke ọ na-ala ha n'ụra na ọbata obi ọ na-akpọ onwe Simon ka a na-ekpe ikpe a ọ bụrụ ọbata obi ka a na-ekpe ikpe onye a na-ekpe ikpe abụ aja na be nna gị kedu ebumnobi ha ji wee kpọchie anyị be anyị ha na-akpọchi ya na-abawanye ha na-akpọchi ya na-abawanye ọ ya bụ taịnụ a ka ha na ihe a na hafụ na nke ka dobebiri bikos ha na-eyuzu Britain na-eyuzu ndị Islamic State na Britain ji ndị Fulani ndị Hausa dazi ndị Fulani ndị ọbụrụ na Fulani bụ Britain na maka na ị na-akpọ ndị Fulani ọ dịka onwere kọntrị Britain nọ ha na-eyuzu ndị Burkina Faso ndị Ghana ndị Niger wee bịa na-agba anyị mgba n'obi maka na ọ na-awa anyị na-apụ ụchị anya bụ na ha ebubo anya so ụmụ Chineke ihe ndị agwa unu onye ọbụla mepee anya mmụọ amara na ihe na-afụ ka ụnọ na-afụ ka ụnọ na-afụ ọzọ mepee na anya mmụọ ụnọ ala ha n'ụla onye ala ha n'ụla kpọbanụ Chukwu aha ndị nọ Amerịka ma ndị n'ogbe ọnwa na-awụ ezigbo ndị jenu dị ezigbo obi ụnọ a na-akpọ nwata na o nwere okwu awadida kwuru ọ sị gị na Biafra is a very big nnukwute chi adịghị bụ na the world ka a na-agwa gị ihe a nọọ mmerụ a na-ama emerụ anyị ka chi a jie n'anya azụ n'ọdị na-eme na ya nwanne m Chineke nọọ mmerụ a na-emerụ anyị ka chi a jiri anyị azụ ha wee na-eme anyị ihe a niile chike bifo ha akọ nka ihe na-agwụ ya abụrụ okwu ndị Igbo n'okwu ndị gboo ndị mbụ na ndị egede na-emefu nwanne bifo ọ bịa eke Orie afọ nkwọ ihe na-anọdụ na ndụ anyị ndị anyị ji eme nwanne ha ji bịa divide anyị keri isi anyị na-ekiri isi anyị ọtụtụ na-eke anyị na-aba na nna so ihe ndị agwụ ya ụmụ Chineke patikara ndụ nọ na-aja ala Igbo be nna ndụ mana ha emetụ ha dị emerụ ama ndụ mana ha dị ebutaka aka ndụ mana ha anaghị eji ụzụ nwanne afọ nwanne ha ihe n'ike nwanne ha na-enwe nwute ha na-enwe aṅụrị kpọbanụ Chukwu kwechibeke kpọbanụ Chukwu gbochibe na ihe ike na ihe anọ na ya bụ occultic chamber ahụ ka ha labụ ndị Islamic State ya na-agba anyị mgba na onwere ihe ọjọọ anyị mere ha na Britain nọdụ na-agba anyị mgba na aja na be anyị ka Chukwu dịpụọ ya kendụ ha nọ na ya mebie kendụ na aha na ya nwanne m ịchọ pụta okwu ndị na picho na-agwa unu ya nwanne jisi unu eme n'anya ụla ọriki nke Chukwu na-eri ike ihe a niile ka ọ na-amụ mana ihe ma ọ n'aka Chukwu dị ya ọkwa ju
Chineke
so ụmụnne m biko ihe njikwa unu ihe a bụ jisie n'ike kpọwanụ Chukwu ahụ Chukwu a ga-aza anyị ụmụnne m ndị sị na ha agaghị eweta ego ma ihe ata m ụnụ mana meenụ ka ọ bata obi epụta ka eme ka anyị zụta n'anya na akwụkwọ n'anya na negodo ihe ma ọ ya na-egbu negodo ma kidney ma liver problem kedu ebe ihe a niile si apụta ọkwa ihe a na-arụ dị ya na-ebunatara anyị na-egbu anyị ụmụnne m werenụ maka nke a kpọwanụ Chukwu ka anyị mara na ọ na-aza anyị ụmụnne m echerekwa ya na tupu oke abịa magọziere m ọnụ ya
isi bụ ihe ma n'aka Chukwu dị ọkwa mmeri bụ nke anyị ka ha fọrọ ha ma eme n'ụwa niile Chukwu ga-emepụtara anyị ike ya anyị afụkwa ya wee jiri okwu nke a Chukwu gwara wee merụọ ya nwanne m ya gaziere gị Chukwu na ndị anagbaala ngome ya goziere m nna m dị ukwu ka alụ gosiri anyị sị anyị bịa pụrụ chi anyị ga na-akpọ gị aza anyị lekwenụ ọbata obie lekwenụ Nnamdị ka lekwenụ ikuku nna lekwenụ ụmụ Chukwu lekwenụ ọjọọ ugo a na-awara eze anaba anyị aha kwanafa onye ọbụla na-akpọfa na onye ọbụla na-ekwu okwu na-akpọfa na aja na be nna aka aja be nna amata na ọbụla ndị Briten si be anyị mere wee je na-eji agba anyị mgba Naijiria mere wee je na-agba anyị mgba olu ebe ya ka pakọs ọrụ ọgụ na mgba pakọs ọrụ ọgbaghara pati ibe ọgbaghara n'isi ka fa hapụ anyị ka anyị na-anọbi anyị jezuo ike aha Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ ime ya niile
ise ya ma alụ gị mma nwa Chineke daalụ rinne. This particular thing about belief. This particular thing about belief. The only thing not there, bro. Like just Okunku. When the secret of the enemy is being revealed, then is them being destroyed. This particular thing, the Gosigo, the desperation of the Igbo politicians and the Nigerian government, the desperation, this particular voice note has exposed a lot of things. The desperation Igbo politicians, because men if my voice is coming out clear, please let me know in the comment section. Yes, caller, please go ahead.
Hello.
Ganiru.
Good evening from my side.
You're welcome, Ganiru.
Okay, after me, well, all the king were hotline. Not bossing. Not going. It's ringing, no picking. Now, you know, another hotline. Okay. Thank God. Thank you for your great work. I appreciate it so much. What you are doing. Very, very fantastic. So, in the, where will I start? Okay. The voice, it is a very big revelation of exactly what has happened and what is going to happen. That is why our leader Nandekano, Mazen Nandekano, is a prophetic word. Also, we have enemy within and without. But he is not saying it out of lamentation. That prophecy he gave, people don't understand what that word means. He said he's not lamenting. He is not lamenting. So what does that message mean? That we have challenges all around. So everybody's a suspect in this struggle. And that is why but at the end, that is what he concluded. At the end, Biafra will come. That is assurance. So, what I want to say in this case now, I want one thing in Choejo. Since PM no detention, and what catalog of atrocities in Nigeria government committee against Biafra, because the prosecutor.
Na gani, hey, I lose the car. Hey, I lose the again, just like the other caller. Unfortunately. And on a question on Aju, on a very important question on Ojin Opunon. Maazibiko called back. I can't even see his own number. I can't even see his number. I can't even see his number. Unfortunately. O nwere ezigbote ajụjụ ọkpụ n'ọnụ. Kpọchi ya azụ ọ bụ na mfụ kọlụ ga-awụ pik. So, ajụjụ ahụ ọ na-ajụ ma ọ nwekwalụ catalog of evidences. Ma ọ nwekwalụ catalog of evidences of ife na-eme currently na be anyị. I believe that is his question. So, there are a lot of catalog of evidences, you know. Let me make it open here today. I don't know. Are you the last
Hello?
caller? Are you the last caller?
Yeah, my brother.
Okay.
You can name network fluctuation.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So, my brother, Biafra Unite, what I'm saying is this. Since PM no na detention, because like if this is abnormal detention, let me just put it that way. Since you're on a detention, and we catalog of atrocities. Me in the Nigeria government committee, since within that period, I think one of a year, and within that period, we catalog of atrocities in the Nigeria government committee, because these are pay courts may like to look into it.
All right. Thank you so much. Onumona putakwa ofuma because ajụjụ na dị oke mkpa.
Yes.
Ajụjụ na dị oke mkpa. So I have to be very, 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 very open and sincere to this very question. Because since I join a live program, including our question and answer programs, nobody has asked this question before, and even me myself have not spoken about it. But I'm going to say it now, loud and clear. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, can you mute yourself, please? Mute yourself so that you can.
I'm hearing.
No, mute yourself. Mute you because somewhere some noises see your side happen.
You know.
Yeah. So our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, you know, sometimes I say the truth, even if it goes against me, as long as that is true. Just like when I said that our Prime Minister could know anybody now be visit here from outside Finland must go through Imam Madabo. That was the truth. It that very truth goes against me because when Imam Madabo the Honamma, but I have to say it. And what that truth means is that Imam Madabo is in communication with Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. No matter the shenanigans of Ngozi Orabueze and her the title on your own deputy prime minister nonsense. That very truth goes against my stand. And it proves that Imam Madabo is in communication with our prime minister instead of Ogenkere Meronwe prime minister or Ngozi Orabueze Meronwe deputy prime minister. Now, I'm going to say another truth again in order to buttress my point and respond to the caller's question. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko made it very clear to all and sundry. Based on the question my caller Joro, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, our Prime Minister, made it very, very clear to everybody that whoever that has anything to send as evidence against Nigeria should send it to Imam Madabo. That is another thing Imam Madabo, another office or position Imam Madabo holds in this very case. Our Prime Minister made it clear that whoever, because we have a lot of evidences that we've been communicating to our Prime Minister about. He always told us to send to Imam Madabo. This is reality. This is the honest truth, the biggest truth. You can't hear it or you can't get it better than this. This is the reality. Our PM said it himself. So why I said this is because we are following this very case. And I know a lot of evidences that have been sent to Imam Madabo. So if at the end of the day, we do not see those evidences in the court, or bluesy femebu before our PM webtalo, then I am allowed that now all the evidences sent to Imam Madabo, he didn't forward it to our PM's lawyer. You understand me? Because ndị Finland ya abịakwabalụ m aka ebe ife m na-ekwu. Our PM ekwugo many times. Anybody nwere anything or any evidence or chọrọ send, especially the ones who na-eme after Emily arrest in November 2024. Anything ị nwere send ya to Imam Madabo. No ya elu lawyer ya aka. Ihe abụ ihe ọbata obi ekwuru. And okwugo many times na ebe nnụrụ ya. So, and people have been sending. So after the appeal, we are following the case very well, bomber to bomber. At the end of the day, open those evidence, especially the ones that happen after our PM's arrest. If those matters are not raised in the court and those videos are not played, then I'm always Mama Dabo Nodolu those evidences or send the lawyer or the lawyer. Yotago, this is what I'm going to answer you now, and this is the honest truth from the depth of my heart. Yotago, so we are following up. I'm send the go with go many evidences. Yotago, so obviously now lawyer Batobi weputaho those new evidences. I'm using a mama dabu no doliani, or if no dear, obviously no weputalia. I'm that na no zezila uroko no lule guaka. Thank you, my brother. Any other question in well?
No, you gave me a very excellent answer. That is it. And you gave the rest of Biafran Negekwa a very excellent answer. Yes, we are going to give them a benefit of that, just as you say, because Oka open defense, right?
Yes.
Oka open defense. Defense, yeah. All first proceeding now for the defense, right? So Oka open defense, yeah. We'll be looking, but in every court setting, and juries. The juries will access those evidence like in the no present well interest in the case, like other people not there, not a floor. The judge can listen to them because this is an open court. The judge can still listen to them. So I may put that to juries. So those evidences as well. Nwere ike because moto ọbụla a na-anya na-ebu spare in case ọ bụ na nke eji aga gbaa etinye ọzọ amanji sọsọ ofu amanya moto without spare tire in case because it is too late to cry when the head is off.
Yeah, but we must respect the instruction from PM.
I understand what you are saying. I understand.
Because no even problem. Because even our people in Finland cannot do much, cannot send the lawyer, even though they are there with the lawyer, they live there in Finland with the lawyer, but they can't send direct to the lawyer because that was not the instruction. Yotago lawyer said, and they open a lawyer and with videos from different angles, he may also be confused. So our PM wanted it to be coordinated. That's why
the reason the PM do maybe like that. Do you know the reason? The reason is because all government all set to go in place.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
I have the main reason.
Yes.
How about that not under autopilot? Present here. Because the people, the concerned parties are the Biafrans. But to us, channel, no problem. There is nothing wrong with it. Then finally, the voice. We're very big. It's a very one of the crucial evidence. Anything. I mean, I warrant to interpret and I court interpret what he say. It's a case of conspiracy. So can the judge when we exactly what is happening. Keep as well. The type of decision on which you take on that matter. Because when we have about overwhelming evidence no na court return and you only is because only diminish the judge and on affect the career of the judge. So judges is now very, very, very careful over overwhelming evidence carrier senior can is so no problem. Let us wait.
All right,
As you
thank
said.
you. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you for your comments and your questions. All right, who else? I know very well. All right, caller, please go ahead. Oh yeah, boy, I will 2 minutes because a lot of people want to talk. Ganiru. We need to give biko kana and if
Okay. You're not going to know.
Yeah. Ganilu.
Biafra Unite, ma na-ekwe nwee kwuru yesterday. Na ndị Igbo ewere go aka take over the battle. Hand over ụmụnne ha to ndị Fulani. Nara ego jizi aka ha na-alụrụ ndị Fulani ọgụ na ndị Yoruba. Enwere ka ndị Hausa ma ndị Fulani shakpọ ndị Igbo ndị politicians ka ha bịanyere ha aka ka amụta esi were ebichi ndị bandit. O nwere ka ndị Yoruba si akpọ ndị Southeast politicians onye ọbụla nwere Igbo ka a bịanyere ha aka ka amụta esi were ebu isi ndị OPC na ezi ahụ Sunday Igboho. Enwere ebe ụdị ihe a na-eme na Naịjirịa niile. Asarịkụgbọ na Tompolo ọkwa ha agwa egwu na-atụ ndị Naịjirịa n'ebe ndị akpọrọ nwa Naija Delta ọha egwu. Ndị Igbo were ji aka ha ganara ego were ga ree ihe Igbo ji dị ebube. Arụmere Igbo were ree ụmụnne ha were pụtazie tigarazie n'oche na-aza politishans na-eke ndị mmadụ na ego na soshal midia. Onye pụta ya akọ ihu, onye pụta nyere ka nye $1,000 ya re vileji ya niile kọọ ihe asa na-akọ. Ndị Igbo atọzi na nnu. Ndị Igbo enwezi mpat enwezi anya ere anyị kọbọ na akpọ anyị kọbọ na aga ereta anyị kọbọ. I'm telling you na Nigeria. So anyị nwere nnukwu problem ọ bụrụkwa na ndị politishan anyị nye ọsọ ịma na-enwekwa ihe a na-eme nwere isi n'ala Igbo anyị. Those people enwe conscience enwe ha chọkwa ịma as long as that's their position wipọnt ha werezie n'abalị ịbụrụ gọvanọ ịbụrụ nke ị ga-abụ. So anyị nwere nnukwu problem na be anyị. Ndị kwesịrị iprotect anyị anaghị protect anyị. Ndị a na-kwesịrị na-fight for Simon Ekpa mana ọ ha ga-aga nke ọ bụ to enemy cheke onye ya nnu. Ị ga-eblem ndị lawyer Finland ka ndị Finland ka ị ga-eblem fort echi from them all from ụmụnne anyị ga-aga go ọ bụ to enemy ka ego even ma ndị nke gba akaebe na court ọkwa ego ka enyere ha ndị IPOP ndị BOS jee gba akaebe against Simon. Onye agwaghị enwere ike agwaghị ọ bụrụ na akaebe ha ji egbe enwere ego ole enyere ha. Enyocha ya ọfụma ị ga-anụ ego ole akwụrụ ndị a ji ya gba ebe a too deep. Anybody will come for their rescue mgbe the men war bidoro. Ihe ha na-eme na ha feel na ego of everything. onye ọra na-abụ ego awụliere anyị ego elu ndị Igbo na-abụ ego hapụ be ha na-agba ọkụ be ha na-efu everyday nna ụkwara ka ọha m n'ụlọ Chineke enyekwara anyị aka.
Daalụ maazị, daalụ. Chukwu enyere anyị aka as we help ourselves. Onye chi na-azọ onwe ya. Daalụ rinne. A lot of people have called. Unfortunately, I am not able to respond to everyone. Because I go before and I did not pick your call, you can call back. We still have about 10 more minutes to go. We still have 10 more minutes to go before we shut down the program. So, but God is with us. God is with our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, 100%. Caller, please go ahead. You are welcome to the program.
Yeah,
Dalu.
Yeah, if Kunna, God will bless you. God will guide you. God will secure you.
You see?
God will never allow the enemies to see you or to get you or to harm you.
You see?
My God, onye eziokwu ka ebo. Biko, nye nchiri yoge biko ekele ngọkwa my brother. Mana odo mmakwa. Mana ọnọdụ ka m zotere gị. This voice note na etolo. My brother, is very important. Biko gbambo ka ozuo ndị kwesịrị aka. Ihe dịka ndị nọ anọchite anya maazị na Finland. Gbambo ka ozuo ha aka. Then gbakwa mbọ ka oziruo maazị aka. Uru ndị na-eje afọ ya. For that way, because as far as they go their secrets, my brother, I believe in God. I will go on out because what you what I and how I believe in here and what here. So also go and Tinekema or to Yawi you will take aka. So man and our enemies in the hand on our barrier. Water. So Bambo made the needful. Ka Mazemana and then understand ya mana. Then and again if you're not Amado Mafia and Ogadeka Nigeria because was a good day mechigo okwu ye. Then ha ga-enyekwa chance isi ha chi atakwa ọzọ for another 10. So I don't think without one too long ha ji awọ ọkụ. Man, ọ were ebe mmụọ anụ. Ime was good mechi ha okwu mechi elu okwu. Always onye anụ itinye defense ya. So mana agbado moto ebe ahụ ji function ndụ wee. So mgbajisi ike na-alụ ihe na-alụ nwanne mmadụ ya mara gị mmụ.
Daalụ rinne. Daalụ nwa Chineke. Ya mara gị mma too. Daalụ. Let us try to communicate with this person. Probably he could be last speaker before we call it a night. Let's mona. Because the Kanye could go before. All right, we are coming towards the end of this very program. Maybe one or two more persons, and then we close. One or two more persons, we close. One or two more persons, we close. Caller, I think you have spoken before.
Thank you, my brother.
I think you have spoken. I think you have spoken before.
Yes, my voice got cut off.
Oh,
so,
okay. Okay, go on call.
So my plea is to the Finnish authorities, to the prosecutors and the judges in the court in Finland, and also our legal defense. Please, yes, we know that everybody this you are going to be induced. They are going to give you money. That money is blood money. Do not take a money and sentence an innocent man. The blood of the innocent people they are killing, the Nigerian government through their military, their DSS, their police is killing in our land. The blood of those people is going to be upon your head. Nigeria will come with everything. This new thing they are telling you now is to let you know that Simon did nothing wrong to them. Simon did not commit any crime known to humanity. Simon's only crime is that he has seen many, many years of atrocities, genocide, mass killings by the Nigerian state, and he said, no, let me stand in the gap for my people. That is the only crime Simon committed. Simon has been the one defending our women, our children, and making sure that we at least live with a little dignity as humans. Please do not take any bribe to obtain justice. Justice is blind. It does not see road to take money. Please, the judges, do not let the blood money of Nigeria entice you. There are very gentlemen, honorable men in the Finnish courts who are very honorable, who can stand on justice. We know that some of you can stand on justice. If the Nigerian government give you money, take the money from them, but let justice prevail. Do not take the money and speak against justice. If you don't want to take the money, that's fine. If you must take the money, take it. But do not sentence our brother Simon Ekpa. That is what my message to the Finnish authorities. Nigeria, okay, Finland, look at what is happening in Osun State. The reason they are trying to give you about not releasing Simon is because of election. Look at what is happening in a state, one of the states in southwestern Nigeria called Osun State. Maybe you don't know. You can just beam your satellite there and see. Is this how elections are conducted in Finland? Is this how elections are conducted in Lahti or in Helsinki? Definitely not. Look at election. Can you call this a democratic process where over how many people have been killed? What is the problem? Why the killings? The killings is because APC, the current government in power, the All Progressive government, is a Muslim Brotherhood, Islamic terrorist, blood-sucking political party. They don't care about democracy. They've succeeded in making the Nigerian people very hungry and very poor so that they can use them as a tool for elections.
Thank you, my brother.
Why they don't want Simon out is because Simon is coming to say, no, let us do. And Finland, your programs, if you want, I can send you a program where Simon said that he wants to bring Finland to Biafra. Simon speaks very highly of you. Simon says he wants to bring you the quality, the kind of things, your democracy, everything, he wants to replicate it in Biafra. That man loves you. Work with him. Whatever it is Nigerian government is telling you, Simon is going to give you a better deal. Work with him. Whatever it is Nigerian government is going to negotiate with you, Simon will give you a more quality, better deal. Please, thank you so very much, my brother, Biafra Unite.
Thank you.
I don't want to talk more. I've already said what I said about Van. Yadebadia.
Thank
Let
you.
me just not go towards. I want to respect your opinion. I will just respect your opinion because it's you. ka m nye gị ka m kwebe ugwu nkwega as you say make ukwegara gị ugwu ahụ ka m kwegara gị dị ugwu mana my happiness is that the plans that they had the trap they laid for you ọ mana nkapi onye shiri gị
ọ bụ ma that one nke a pure
yes
100%.
onye shiri gị ma nkapi because for the past 3 days program how you are the social you are bringing out court is something you are not supposed to be bringing out. It's not everything you make public. It's not everything. The appeal is in process. You want to jeopardize this, that. All those things is laying foundation. You know, when you are laying foundation gradually, so that when Nigerian government now goes at the back with their millions of euro and pounds and bribe government of Finland, and now they do their bidding. This same person saying this thing will now turn around and come and say, Shebi in Tokam, if not that you were doing this thing, that if the decision couldn't have gone, why didn't he come and tell us that these people, Nigerian politicians, have sent more things? Why didn't he say it that way? He knows that if he says it that way, he cannot now come back and use it against you. But your God, Mwanya, Chigi, Inefe Mwanya, that is why your God made sure that that trap, Oshinigi, Omachage, Omachakwalagi, because if not that, this thing now happened like this. He came out and confessed, he shouldn't have even come out to say it. He came out and said, after prosecutors have finished everything they are doing, that they will have another 2 days. And if you watch his body language when he said this, he did not say it if he was surprised that why would they now come back? But he said it very confidently, meaning that he's aware, he knew. But he wants to use it for the final coffin, to put the final nail on the coffin. That's what he came to do. But my brother, Chigi Moanya, and now we there here. Even if it doesn't go down the way we planned it, no problem. We'll soldier on. The spirit of Biafra can never die. Nobody can quench that spirit. And because you, that is one of the media that has refused to compromise, they tried to shut you up. No way. They couldn't get to shut you up. They tried to silence you. They tried to do everything. Now they are coming now with the last trap. Thank God, because yesterday, that girl that spoke yesterday, I tried to connect a dot from Van Van Van's program with that girl's this thing. I said no. So if this thing goes the other anti-clockwise, many of those kind of girls will jump out from nowhere and crucify Biafra Unite. Some of us here who are listening to you, who are your followers, who may start having double minds. That are you sure that thing Kukuna did is not part of why Simon was sentenced? We couldn't have known that something came from Nigerian government. So why didn't Vam say it? I mean, he didn't know. So all of a sudden, but let me just leave you. Thank you so very much, my brother. Jidea Kaibiji, Makananki Jika. Our God will see us through. Our God will defend Biafra in Finland. Our God will protect Simon Ekpa. Our God will make sure that Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will happen to him. At the end of it all, we will rise and celebrate Biafra in the land of the living. Okay, Megan Azun, Ikukuna, Iga, Iwo, Ikuku, Iga Manonya. Onya will ekrenegi, we will jump and pass it. Thank you so very much, my brother. And let's see how it goes. Hopefully, Finland will let justice prevail. Thank you so very much.
All right. We will be drawing the curtain down. This is going to be the last caller. On that note, we have come to the end of this very program. I thank every one of you for paying attention. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for listening. Please continue to pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Joko. Tomorrow is Sunday, and next tomorrow is on Monday, which, to my best of understanding, he will continue his defense unless proven otherwise. So even our people in Finland have not given me the information if whether the prosecutor is coming back with more evidences. But we'll see. Either I get that information tomorrow or the information will come right there from the courtroom on Monday. So, but I swear with my life, at this very point in time, I have no such information. Maybe because I don't speak with a lawyer or something like that. I don't know. So, but please continue to pray for our Prime Minister, for his victory, and for the victory of the entire Biafran people, which is coming from Finnish court. So those of you who would go to Finland to stand in solidarity with our Prime Minister starting from Monday, I pray that Chukwu Kikabi Amabineli will protect your footstep, guide you, and bring you, take you to Finland and bring you back home safely to your various destinations or your country of residence, if I may say. So thank you all for listening. From me from here, it is good evening.